So we're back and checking out Pyra's basic loops. As you can see, she has very, very prominent shoulder blades at the moment and not very prominent breasts. And we have a few sets of loops that have been sort of like installed here, but there's still a little bit of information left to go that has to come in on the thighs and basically needs to help us figure out what else we need to bring in. So, what I'm going to do, because I like keeping my life a little bit complicated, is I'm going to take a loop from here, which is actually this loop, as you can see, this sort of loop that's coming from below the hip. And I'm going to take this triangle over here because you can see it kind of like comes up, around, and in the front. And that's perfectly fine, but we're going to sort of reimagine a little bit of space because we want to put definition on the knees. So I'm going to take the multi-cut tool. I'm going to start from the middle of this, or what we could do actually is maybe come here. We can decide. We can move that as we go. And I'm going to just come here, cut around the knee. And I'm going to go straight in, like so. You could go there, or we could just turn in here. The reason for this is because I want to actually have a little bit of definition on the knee, and this is one of the easiest ways to do it. And what we can do is just sort of like maybe cut a little bit closer, like so. Take this. So immediately as you're looking at these things, we can get like some form of definition here. And let's grab both of these points, pull them back. And if we look at this from the side view, I can immediately just take this, turn it, push it in a little, or bring this out a little. And we have now a better set of loops that are just helping to define things. The knee may be really sharp at the moment, so I'm going to just sort of grab this, pull this like so, grab these points, pull them down a little bit. Let's look at this like so and smooth it to see what the shape of the knee is. It's pretty decent, right? Let's just pop in and actually bring some variation to this so that the thigh isn't a disturbing dented thing. Same here. And grab these points. Oops. Down, forward. Forward again. All right. So now we have like a bunch of things that we probably want to resolve without it being super painful. This thing over here, this little X, as you can see, is one of the easiest things to resolve because this is just two loops that are sort of like crisscrossing, and the easiest way to deal with them is to just uncross them. So I'm going to come here. I'll seal in that X and then just delete these faces in between. So what this does is it automatically sort of gives us the space to start to like get some nice results. We've got a triangle over here, but I think that triangle can help travel up at some point as well. So let's look at this really quickly. I need these. I'm going to move them up a little bit. And we could, of course, just easily connect right across the belly as well. And if not, it's fine. We have more places that we can go and more things that we need to resolve. So as you go, you can see that there's going to be points when you want to resolve stuff, points when you have to wait, and it's like not a big deal. So this over here, you can see these faces as well. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to see if this is a whole loop. 1, 2. It is a loop. It's kind of nice. All right, so we can preserve that. And then we've got a triangle here, if I'm correct. Ooh, and a triangle over here too. Isn't that interesting? And does it all connect with itself? No, but we could make it. But what I also want is a little bit of definition here, something that goes above and connects. So maybe so if you'll notice what I'm doing is I'm actually just resolving these triangles by turning them into quads, like so, and so. And then here we've got a little triangle and a 5-sided polygon, which, guess what? Not a difficult fix at all. Let's just bring that further out. Not that. I'm going to grab these 3, bring them down closer. Then I'll take the multi-cut tool, connect it there. So what's basically happening is I'm sort of like enclosing these things into their own little sections so that they're not interacting and like ruining things. We've also got this triangle over here and this triangle here, which we could probably connect them to each other, or we've got this option here for sort of a pretty long but big cut. So what if we were to take that, connect it here like so, and give us room here? Because remember, there's a 5-sided polygon there that was pre-created for us. And now it's just a matter of whenever you have points and lines or extra edges or new loops, you have to put them in a place where they will be useful. Otherwise, well, it's a waste of time. So the thing that really bothers me over here, though, is a couple of things. I want to make sure that this line actually travels straight down, and it's currently being broken up because of this. And we have this really disturbing kind of thing. Hold on. So yeah, that's that line. And we have now this kind of weird and disturbing sort of like X in the middle that has, it's like 5-sided thing. And if you remember, that's a pole that we're looking at. So I don't really want that to be something that I deal with. So I'm going to just delete that and these, just to see what I can redraw and how I can bring this back in. So something that I could do, of course, is just kind of repurpose this line into this one and see if it maybe helps solve a couple of things. So just coming here, I'm going to connect this all the way here, like so. And this loop can then come up and do this, maybe? Let's take a look. So we've got two triangles. This is sort of the price we pay for turning a loop. Is sometimes triangles and loops will be triangles will be created in the process of it, but that's also fine because we're still resolving things. So and here's a 5-sided polygon because now this doesn't have a home. Well, this can have a home. Let's do this. Connect, connect, connect. And we resolve one triangle, just like that. Turn it into a quad, which is kind of nice. Let's take a look at the quads that we have. 1, 2. Oh, that didn't carry forward, which is fine. Wraps around. Oh, because of that. Okay, that's fair. Okay. So now we have this thing over here turning like this, coming over here, turning here. We probably almost want this to continue. Oh, and it does. Over here like so. It's just how it's placed, right? So this and this and yet another thing, except this doesn't continue on from there. So what we could do is... So what you're seeing is me actually enclosing a whole bunch of things, like all of these features into their own loops, So we could actually like take something like this. I'm going to take this, I'm going to turn it around this way and create more support. Right across, and then maybe I'm going to cut across over the belly. So now you can see there's sort of like extra support coming here. This triangle, I'm going to just join in over here, see what it does. 5-sided polygon over there. We might be able to merge things. Let's take a look in a minute. Because don't forget, this is 4 sides, 4 sides. And this could potentially just turn around again and support something around here. Nope, definitely not doing that. You can see that this front part of it all actually does need to move, so I'm going to just deselect a bunch of things here. especially things that are on the legs. See if I can pull that forward.